So I'm going to go over what's called a key plan. And a key plan is more or less a diagram, or let's say a footprint of your overall building. But it's an overall layout of your building footprint, but it specifies what area of the building that you're working on, or that your plan is on. Say, for example, this is an overall building. So here, it really doesn't need a key plan on here. But if I go to a sheet, let's go to this sheet, and this sheet has some enlarged plans on it. This drawing is an 1/8 inch drawing, and this is an enlarged plan. It's a 1/4 inch drawing. Let's see, so it's a 1/4 inch drawing. Let's go back, let's just say an 1/8. So that's the difference, other than we don't know exactly where we're looking at on the floor plan overall. It could be anywhere, we don't know. But, which is why we like to use key plans in projects. And a key plan, I'm just gonna lay out a key plan just for, let's go annotate, and can we do a detail line? Let's just do this. And however your building is laid out, and I'm gonna do, can I do another, this one, let's do here, 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 here. So on this sheet, as opposed to this sheet, which doesn't need a key plan because the entire building is laid out on this sheet. It's an 1/8 inch drawing. But if we go to another scaled drawing that doesn't give us the entire floor plan, a key plan is going to be used to give us an indication of where on the building that particular set of this area is designated. So let's do that, and we're going to use a project parameter, and we're going to use a field region, what's called a field region, and we're going to go in and we're going to use a new family. It's an annotation family. So let's go through that exercise. First, before I do anything, after you've laid out your footprint for your building, copy that to your clipboard. I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. Let's escape out of that. And we're going to go to a new family. So we're going to say new, and it's going to be an annotation family. It's going to be here, and it's going to be our famous generic annotation family where we have to delete that note. And what I'm going to do, let me zoom out, because I don't know where when I paste it in, I don't know where it's going to land. So when I paste, you're going to paste to align to current view, and it's right there. So we're going to grab that guy and put him right there somewhere. Let's just move him around. I don't know if that really matters that it's in the center, but we have our layout. This is the layout of our building. Now we need to apply those field regions. And the field region is going to be controlled by a yes/no parameter, or an instant parameter, a yes/no type. I think it's a yes/no type or category, or we'll see in a minute. So now that we have our building footprint, we're going to designate each segment of the building to let the user know where this particular location is when we put this symbol on our sheet. So let's create a field region. This is the field region, and we're going to use a rectangle to draw a rectangle around our area. And we're going to go from here, and we're going to go here. So that's one. After we're finished applying the field region, we're going to we're going to finish the mode, and it's going to highlight where that area is. So the next step with this highlighted, we're going to go over to our visibility in our properties panel and go over to the very right hand side. Click that, and we're going to give it a new parameter family name, and let's call it left. So it's going to be a left, and that is a data type. It's a yes no data type. We're going to have it be an instant parameter. Everything else you can group this under whatever you want, whatever, I don't know what those are, group parameter name, and say okay to this. I'm going to say okay to this, and we're finished with the first one, and the next two are going to be the same. So let's go to create again, and we're going to fill it, field region, same thing, go here, here, say okay. It's highlighted, so once it's highlighted, we can go in and apply another parameter to it, and let's call it middle. And it's going to be an instant. We say okay to that again, and we're going to do the same. We're going to create another field region, rectangle, here, here, yes. Going to give it a parameter name. It's going to be right here. Let's do RI. It's going to be instant again. Yes. And we have that. So at this point, what you can do, it doesn't have to be, just want to point out a few things. What Revit gives you. These are what's called, let's call them hatch patterns. In AutoCAD, we call them hatch patterns. But in Revit, they're field regions. And you can change these up if you want to. It's not as, it's more limited in the family environment than it is in your working model environment. Meaning, if I come down and I want to change my field region from solid black to another region, I can do that. And that is here. So once I change the field region, I can change it to some of the other ones. So let's go diagonal up. We can go diagonal up here. So that's different. But if I go in and click here, and I want to change, and if I edit, the difference between, if you pull it down, that's going to be, it's more independent than if you go in and you edit that type. If I edit this type, the left and the middle are going to be different, are going to be the same. So if I edit that type, instead of it being a field region, I want it to be, let's say, is the earth on here? Nope. So let's call it a diagonal crosshatch. Let's go here and here. So those two are dependent on each other. This is independent because from here, I chose to edit the type. But if I choose to pull it down and choose my field region and edit, then I can go over and change my pattern to be something different than the other two. I think that, let's see, so you see, so I only have, if I change this pull down, see, this field region is both, there's only two options. which is limited in the family editor. So if I change my field region on the right, the one on the left is also going to change because there's only two options. Let's do it. Let's change, crosshatch. Let's go diagonal up, or let's go vertical, just so we can see that it's both of them are changing. And you can go in. I think let's go here. If I edit type, which is going to change both of them, but if I go in and change to solid black, it's going to take on that property. And this one, if I change to filled region, if I change it to solid black, it's going to go to the solid black type filled regions. But if I go in and change the region, no, I can go in here. Let's see. So I go in and change the edit type. All three of the compartments are going to change. Let's go horizontal. All of them are going to change. But if I pull it down to a filled region, then it's going to go to whatever that filled region is. Let's go diagonal crosshatch. So that's how you can manipulate however you want to change your hatch patterns. This one, let's pull it down. Let's go filled region, and let's change it just to give you an idea of how things are working. And let's go diagonal up. So the patterns on the left and the middle are going to be the same, right? So now that we have all of that and how you can manipulate your hatch patterns in the family editor, which is different than when you want to manipulate it in the working environment in your model. Okay, so I'm going to save. Let's save this guy. Save family, favorites, families. Let's go families. And we can go annotation. And let's call it, I have a key plan on here. So let's call it key plan 2. Let's call it key plan 2. Save. Now I'm going to load this key plan into my project. I'm going to load project and close. Let's close it out. Bring it in. This is the key plan, but I don't want it on this sheet because the overall sheet is okay. I want it on this sheet because I don't know where anything is. I don't know where I am in the building. I don't know. I'm going to delete this and move this guy in here. So I know that I'm on the left side of the building. So I highlight this guy. I'm on the left side. You can do it like this, where these two are not filled in, or you can do the opposite. You cannot fill this in and fill this in and fill this in, and it does the same thing. It depends on your choice. So now you know what part of the building, if it's a large building, small building, or any type of building where you're having this, your information on your sheet, but you don't know what part of the building you're on. And key plans help with that, trying to locate those specific areas. So I want to say something else about key plans. Let's open up the sanitary. Let's open up this guy. Now this is one of the plans that's on the drawing. Let's see, what are these? So those are scope boxes. I'm gonna look at this scope box, and I don't want the scope box on here, so I'm going to type S, and the scope box is going, okay, I don't need those. So let's see, let's go here, here, and here. So these regions annotate. So this is the region. Now we're doing a fill region on the model in the floor plan. So let's do this. Let's annotate detail line. And this is just something, detail line. Let's look at plan region. I think maybe I should do a separate. I think I'm gonna do another video about this one, about the plan region. Let's go back. So this is how you do your plan region. You can always, you can't manipulate your patterns here. You have to go to your, you have to go in your family, right? You have to go to your family and you can go here, fill region, solid, black, edit type. You go here, make that solid, say yes, both of those are solid, load, yes, and overwrite all of these guys. So you can do it like that. You can go here, let's go here. So now I know that I'm on the left side of this drawing. This is the, this is the overall building, and we're here, but this plan, again, this sheet doesn't need a key plan. And here we do need a key plan. And we usually type something up here, text. It's usually key plan. And somewhere like this. So I hope that helped, guys, and I will talk to you guys later.